up, guys? You're tuning in Twisted Tales, the most unorthodox show on the globe. I am one of your hosts, Myra King. I have two great men with me today, Desi Des.
I'm just repeating what she said.
Mojo in the building.
Same thing he said, what she said in the dojo.
And we have, as you can see, a very, very special guest. We'll let her introduce herself. We don't need to introduce her. She can introduce herself.
Yeah. Thank you. What's up, you guys? I'm Mikky Monet, the hottest stripper in the Midwest.
The hottest stripper in the Midwest.
Turned y'all that shit last time, came back with the same energy.
Yeah.
That interview did well, by the way. We got so many DMs from that, just people saying it was very engaging, entertaining.
I got people that still message me. They're like, I was up until like 5 a.m. watching that thing on repeat.
What?
Yeah, they love it. They loved it so much.
What?
As they should. There was some great information given out in this interview.
It was. And we're glad to have you back.
Facts.
Glad to have you back.
So, are you quarantined?
Yeah, I stayed quarantined.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, no clubs?
No, the club's shut down.
Private parties? No regulars?
No, I mean, just online stuff.
So the club shut down, but are we doing any? I was just going to say, is there any online?
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's get back to the club.
Facts.
Yeah.
How is that affecting everybody?
Terribly. We
Yeah,
all miss it so much.
Can they get unemployment?
I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I'm sure that us dancers, maybe not.
Because
I haven't tried.
You're your own worker. I guess you got
We're
your own company.
self-employed, so I mean, I think you can get unemployment on self-employed, but I'm not entirely sure on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then just imagine like those families. I know it's a lot of girls that got families and
Yeah, I'm really worried about it.
man, do you think when it open back up, it'll be a new batch of women, girls, or?
Oh, I think there's going to be some new girls. Definitely all of our old girls are going to come back with like a new energy, a new like excitement to be there.
Really shaking that.
Glad to be
Yeah, really.
It's going to be some real titties this week.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be friendly and upbeat.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you think the market's going to get oversaturated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, after something like this, how could it not be? I mean, there's going to be so many, not only women, but men who, they're
They going to be in a strip club too? Shit,
Yeah.
trying to shake it? Okay.
Because jobs aren't going to be hiring everybody right off the bat.
That's
know?
a fact. That's a fact.
A lot of OnlyFans.
You gotta get it how you live.
So do you have your OnlyFans?
Yeah,
or
I
what?
do OnlyFans. It's a lot
Okay.
of fun.
Is it overrated or
Turn
what?
up.
Or is it?
Absolutely not. I think it's a fantastic website and forum for like any kind of sex work. Or, I mean, it doesn't need to be sex work, but it generally is.
Do you like it better than dancing?
No.
So
It
you
is-
rather?
Money-wise,
Well-
just money-wise. Give us money-wise.
'Cause-
Do it make more money than dance?
No. I mean, it could potentially, but
Okay.
I don't put
Do you
that kind of energy.
do you just like that face-to-face interaction?
Face-to-face is
Like,
a
let's
lot
just say,
better.
like, if your OnlyFans was where you needed it to be, would you still want to dance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Totally, especially right now. I didn't want to be dancing past 21, but with this, the COVID, I will have to dance a little longer. No biggie.
Unless we just promote you get that OnlyFans, man, because they're gonna be one to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I told Dez and I told Myra, I said, the way it looked to me, it's like, it's either the longer your videos are or the more X-rated it is. Probably depends on how much money your ass gonna make.
Yeah.
Like if you're not finna get nasty or do no long ass video, they might not be sending no money in. Is this true?
Absolutely.
Long video? You need long videos? You
I don't
say?
know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them do.
I just looked at the numbers. Yeah. I
Like
looked at
what? 15 minutes plus?
So
like 5-minute type shits and
my
shit
basic
like that.
videos are about 8.
Oh,
8
shit.
minutes.
8 minutes.
Yeah, and then like,
And it can consist of a lot of.
I
yeah,
guess it's
not
just
exactly.
dance.
It's perfect. They really do.
It's just dance.
A lot of looking good at the camera. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean it's porn.
Do you get any weird requests?
Hold on, it's
Oh, yeah.
porn?
You said what?
Yeah.
Or is it? Wait a minute.
Is it porn?
Is it just
though?
you and by yourself in the room, or give us the layout?
So me and my OnlyFans, I do special content videos that are porn.
Turn up.
So you got a special guest.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Now, is he the cameraman?
Yeah.
As he should be.
Yes.
Give that man some goddamn love.
How does he feel about this OnlyFans?
I don't know. He just realized the other day that he's technically a sex worker, so
Yeah.
he didn't seem to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, business must be booming.
It is.
There you go. Ain't no wrong.
NLE Chopper said that and I want to know your thought about this. He said that NLE Chopper, he's a rapper.
Okay.
And he said that why pay for OnlyFans when porn is free?
It's
And a lot of people got on his line about that.
yeah.
Because OnlyFans is personalized.
Yeah, exactly.
You going after you know who the person. You know how some people love these, celebrities or whatever. That's why when they pop up with OnlyFans, they making 100,000 a month.
Exactly.
Do you know how much money a nigga is
Off
spending to
these.
see his favorite celebrity or see someone that he
They want
admires
to see the
to just
ass
say his
shaking.
name?
A lot more.
Oh, okay.
Titties.
Just mention his name in the video. Like if you send him a personalized video and you be like, oh hey, such and such, and just turn around and start shaking your ass, he might send an extra 5 stacks on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. It's okay.
Yeah.
I got it. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're on the same
Pornhub,
page.
you just out there, you just looking dick suck.
Yeah, but you looking into the camera. He think you looking at him like,
yeah.
ooh, look at me like that. Yeah, these motherfuckers are crazy out here.
Yeah.
And I think what NLE Chopper says speaks for him and players of that circle. I don't think he speaks for the male majority. I think the male majority speaks on what we're talking about right now. They spending their money. The male majority are spending their money.
Yeah. They go broke behind it. That's
Yeah,
so
there's
crazy.
some sick motherfucker. Say sick, whatever you want to call it. They do it.
How is this going to affect you and your roadmap, your plan moving forward?
I mean, it's just a little
Because-
bit of a setback.
Okay, because
look
no
like
one,
you were
like
doing a
even
lot
with
of
us, you
modeling
don't
going
expect something like this would happen.
Facts.
So like once everything opens back up and gradually gets back to normal, are you gonna or is there something you're gonna do differently, or just having a back of your mind like,
Prepare for the worst.
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely going to make me more frugal and think a lot more about my future. I'm sure that's true for everybody
Yeah,
right about now.
of course, 100%.
Maybe take some more precautions about safety, but you can't live in fear.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that should have always been in the back of our minds, like the worst case scenario. You
That's
know?
facts.
It
Facts.
just is finally here, and we're surviving.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
could do it again, just maybe not immediately right after this.
That's a fact.
Oh God. No, just being more frugal, saving up, thinking about future, making better investments.
And what do you, when better investments, what do you mean by that?
Well, I said in our last interview that I have a limousine service, and that's just really important that I maintain.
Yeah.
What is the name of it?
It's 27th Limo in New Jersey.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just maintaining that, growing that, making sure that it stays stable and I can rely on that, and that it can rely on me in the same sense. You know?
So where did you purchase your limos at?
Well, I got them all in New Jersey off of a good friend of mine. Actually, I never would have done it.
Real good friend or what?
Yeah, real good friend.
Oh, okay.
Real good friend.
Real good friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if motherfucker say you some limos, y'all got to be cool.
Oh, yeah. He was a
Okay.
cool guy.
Okay.
Okay. I
That's what's
respect
up.
that brother. You
First
know,
of
put
all,
the sister on. Shit.
Shouts out to
Give
him.
me a business.
We
You gonna
all
use
need
me.
friends like that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I got very lucky.
We-
I'm not gonna lie.
We all need friends like that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Question for you. So it looked like you were doing modeling for a minute.
I am
correct?
still modeling.
You're
I
still
actually have
modeling?
signed with an agency so that I can drop the anonymity and be like,
That's where the fuck I wanted to take this conversation.
Legal me.
Glad
Yeah.
you said it. You said it. I didn't. I wasn't gonna get there.
What
You
kind
started
of
this.
agency is this? Is this your normal modeling agency, or you get to be a little more free with what you do with your art?
so the agency, I go by my real legal name. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that.
But it's just standard stuff. They can book me for commercials, ads.
Oh, okay.
Just all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
question for you, and I'm pretty sure this is for a lot of females who have questions or thoughts about this when it comes to modeling. What are the do's and don'ts when it goes to showcasing yourself for an agency? Because that's totally different than just getting someone to come over and shoot photography photos for you.
Yeah, big time. It's all about being professional. You have to show yourself in like the best light possible, even if it's not entirely 100% how you always are. I mean, they look for posture big time. They want you to be clean from head to toe. You need to take care of your skin, avoiding alcohol, avoiding sugars and fats, and anything that could make you break out. Like, whenever I did my headshots, I avoided dairy for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, just so I had no acne at all. It was
I'm
crazy.
gonna be honest with you. That sounds stressful. Like, what is the mental impact that it has on you? Because of course, like your careers, with being a model, it's already so much pressure on that already itself. How do you deal with that? How do you compartmentalize? Like, okay, I need to do this. Let me not worry about this today, or let me get myself together. Like, what do you do to make sure you're mentally good? And what are some of the mental things that you face?
So I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself. In recent years, I've been really mentally healthy and stable, and I'm able to like reflect on basically anything that I feel and understand.
Yes. There you go.
Mental health is so important. You've got to understand that it's okay to not be perfect all the time, but it's also okay to expect yourself to be perfect. Does that make any sense?
A lot of sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's about being prepared. You have to take steps to be the productive and like perfect version of yourself. It's just feeling that responsibility, accepting it, and acting on it. It can be a lot, but if you're not prepared for it, maybe find something else or work on whatever it is within you that's not letting you do that, whether it be depression, family and like relationships, whatever it is. Like, you've got to handle that stuff.
You ever battled depression before?
Absolutely. I was in and out of mental health hospitals all through junior high and high school. I still battle with self-harm to this day. I used to have, I used to struggle with anorexia and body dysmorphia, but I think coming into my own as, I don't really know exactly what helped me get better aside from just accepting that I will never be happy if I let things like that hold me back. So I have to understand that like these mental issues that I feel are not me. It's something that I need to work on.
Now, did the therapy help you realize that, or?
I actually, so whenever I was 14, I had to move out. I had to move away from my mom, and I got my own place, and I wasn't able to take myself to therapy. I wasn't able to stay on medications and stuff, and I struggled very hard for a little while making that work, but I tried to make myself stay so busy working to distract myself from any of that. And I think just talking with like real people and like women who seemed to have it all together and like had experiences, I was able to realize like what's important in life, and that worrying about if I was thin enough or whatever that was really was not important at all. And it wasn't something that I should be fed up about and like spending so much time and energy and stress on. It was just not worth it in the long run.
Are you a Netflix watcher? You watch Netflix?
Nah.
So what kind of TV? You know TV?
I mean, I'll put stuff on in the background, but I really just video game.
Really?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Turn it up. There you go.
What, World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft, big
Okay.
time.
There
Yeah, I've
you
been
go.
playing way too much of that lately.
As you
So what do you
should.
guys
We're
talk
stuck
about
out.
on there? Like what kind of, like what is it? Like what is it
So,
that you like so much?
It's a fantasy role-playing game. You can be any number of different types of magical creatures. It's a lot of like strategic stuff. You have to build up your character,
Facts.
whatever.
Yeah.
I just like that I get to be productive while I'm not productive. If
Okay.
that makes any sense. I get to make another version of me be as good as she could be.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
how does she look? Like
Oh, she's hot.
okay.
She's hot.
Oh, yeah.
That's very
As you
important to
should
me.
be. So question for you. With the new modeling agency and everything,
Yeah.
what was that interview process like for you? Because I know that everyone's is different, but like say there's someone getting ready to go into an interview for a modeling agency. Like what do you wear? Because like you said, you got to be professional, but
Yes.
you do have to somewhat showcase the goods, I assume.
Yeah. So I tried to do. I'll start with they reached out to me. They actually reached out to my Instagram, which surprised me because if you've seen it, it's not very SFW. It's
Right.
kind of raunchy, if you will. Definitely exposing a lot of skin on there. And it's a very professional agency that represents everybody from children to adults. But they asked if I would be interested. I think they liked my buzz cut look.
Okay.
That's kind of unique and on the market right now. So they said they asked if I'd like to come in for an interview, and I said yeah. And I thought I was special. I thought I was the only one, and I went in like really hyped up. I freaking got this, It turned out to be like a mass group thing where like they have like 20 different people come in, and again it was everybody from children to adults. I was the only adult that day, but it was mainly children, and we all sat and they like exposed everything that they've done and like could do for you, blah 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 blah. And then they interviewed me personally, asked like what I did for a living, what I planned on doing, like who
Right.
did I look up to in like the entertainment industry. And they just signed me right then and there. They did have me pay some money to do classes and stuff, which is standard and typical. For me, I just prepared by picking out an outfit that I felt showed my best features and also hid some of the features that I'm not super like excited about. And I tried to do like a natural face of makeup, whatever you consider that to be.
You like acting?
I love acting.
I would love to act one day.
Yeah, I've been taking acting classes with the agency, and it's so much fun.
Okay.
Have they shot like
theater or what?
Your way or anything?
I don't know if there's anything for me just yet. They haven't. I mean, I signed in December or November with them.
Okay.
So very few classes, and then this whole COVID thing.
Still fairly new up in the business.
Yeah, very new in the business.
You seem to be very ambitious.
I love to be ambitious.
Like, I can definitely tell that your trials and tribulations, like, helped you get to where you are and the way you think about things and preparing and setting yourself up to reach success.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I'm chasing after, though. Does that make sense?
That's fine.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's fine.
Everything
I feel
is-
like that all the time. Like, I want to go in so many different places at times, and then sometimes you'll do something like, man, like, is this worth, like, what am I doing? Like, is it, like, what is it, you know? Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, and I felt that.
Cool.
But I like that you're active. I like that you're active. You're not just doing one thing. Like, you're trying to do multiple and you got
one
putting
life.
yourself out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
putting yourself out there.
You
And,
only do.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. And you're more than just a dancer.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I've never thought of myself that way, and I never think of any dancer that way. And I pray that no dancer thinks of themselves that way.
Right.
I wish that more people didn't think of people that way.
Do
Like,
you think it's a stereotype?
oh yeah, and I mean, how could people not stereotype something like that? It's always been portrayed that way in media. Any sex worker that's ever been in any media prior to this last year, I would say, has just been like a side character or, just very disrespected in media.
I feel like women will rule the world if everything was equal.
Probably. Why not?
Because I feel like the restriction on prostitution is one of the best ways for the government to hold you guys back. Because if you guys was able to get paid, if you put a price on it, man, there'll be some women.
It's simple as this. I don't want to say that if you put a price on it. What I will say, however, if sex workers were able to
Wait a minute,
find
she got something to say. Wait a minute.
Why does it have to be sex work that brings us to the top?
I'm just saying that's the
That's
way
one
of
the most
millions,
valuable
the
asset is?
thousands, 50,000 years. Like, women always had that power. That's the superpower.
It's not our only power.
That's not. I never said that was the only power. I would never say
But
that.
it wouldn't. I don't think that us selling our pussy would be like the number one way that we would make it to the top.
True. I'm not saying
I
that's
think
the
it
only
would be-
way, but
and
I'm
not
saying
that selling pussy doesn't take brain and effort and hard work.
Oh, they do.
But we could definitely put that in other areas.
Yeah. No. I'm saying you can do all of them. You have the possibility you can be LeBron. Is what I'm saying. It's not just a sharpshooter.
Are you saying that they are putting a price on
their whole
sex workers because they make tons of money and profit off of it? Is that what you're saying?
You can't tax it. It's hard to.
And if a woman
slide out at the, you know what I'm saying, at any time of the night.
Because when you said that, I thought about like Las Vegas and their whole bunny house.
Yeah.
Is it a bunny house? They have
the bunny ranch.
Yeah, the bunny ranch.
Yeah.
They make tons of money coming through there. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
From what I know, I don't think it's just. I don't want to say just sex workers in general. I don't want to say they cap the money. What I do think would change shit is
What do you mean? Hold
the
up.
government.
What do you mean you
I'm
don't
not
wanna say
saying
sex
cap
workers?
the money because I don't think they want to cap the money because they
Who?
can't cap the money on women. They can't cap how much money women
That would be
make because men will send.
ridiculous.
Yeah, by having the prostitution laws.
Men will send as much money through Cash App as possible.
True, but if you didn't have
You don't have to
prostitution,
tax that.
they would have sent more. They'll send more. If
But
it
what I'm
wasn't
saying-
prostitution, people weren't going to jail for it. If you didn't see all those videos of people going to the hotel, they were going to the hotel to fuck the shit out of the bitch. Then they get caught, go to jail because they're paying. This is her body.
What we're talking
How
about
can you
is
put
her
a
pain.
law to pass on somebody else's body is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's a human being. If that's
No,
what
I'm
she
with
want to
you on
do,
that.
that's what she want to do. If she want to stay in the hotel, get $250 for something that she can give up for free, nobody cares about that when it's
That's a
given up
fact.
for free. When I can be a hoe and slut in the street for free, it's cool. But if she's charged $250 or $500, $800, people are willing to pay thousands of dollars just for that pussy. 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars. There's some dudes out here pay millions of dollars just for 5 minutes.
Ain't no wheel.
He can't even last 2 minutes. You can't even get it up. He'll pay you just to be in a room and just look at him. Just the fact that you guys exchanging money, now is a law. I got to come arrest you and both of you guys and fuck up your whole business.
Yeah.
No.
I ain't saying nothing about that. Like I said, I don't give a damn now. None of that. What I'm talking
just saying
about
it's a lot of dollars
the
that could
government
be,
knows not to tax on this. They have to abolish it. They can't tax it because there's too much money flowing for them to tax. A.
That's because the motherfuckers with the money usually are fat and ugly as fuck, and they want this fine ass girl to come in here. And then now they got to do it under the cover because they can't do, it looks bad on them. It shouldn't look bad on them. I should be able to put my, walk in the goddamn over my girl house and pay what I got to pay.
I can imagine
do
those
what I got to do and
sex
leave.
escorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on.
The people who own the companies of that.
Oh man, it'd be big, just trillion.
They are wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're wealthy.
But they're women that's working in there.
They have millionaire and billionaire
Always.
clients.
There are women. That's women that's working in there though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why should they get the money if the women body is the one doing the fucking
So
work?
what do you think about that, Mikky?
Okay, so the bunny ranch, for example, the reason that the bunny ranch works where it is legal is because it's tracked. The women are employed there. They're not like I'm a freelancer. Like I can work wherever I want.
Yeah.
Those women are employed there the way that somebody else is employed at like a grocery store. The grocer is the one doing all the work. But they're getting paid an hourly wage.
Yeah.
It's a little different at the bunny ranch. They're working off like commission. And yes, it's their body that you're entering or doing whatever you will to it. It works because it's tracked.
But what if you decided, you were single and,
just on the side and one.
I want to charge $1,000. You got some guys that's coming through.
I don't see
What's
why
the problem?
I don't see why it should be illegal.
Give you a condom?
That's where Lamar Odom was at the bunny ranch.
He got a condom.
At the bunny house, Lamar Odom when he OD'd.
Yeah.
That's where he was.
Paying bread.
That's where he
I
was.
had no idea.
Yeah, that's where he was. And that's why I said the people that own it are good. So that's you do have a point. I get what you're saying about
That's
that.
the law.
I get what you're
That's
saying
why
about
it's
that.
there. So, these guys want to have power over the woman. Because if she has all the power, well, what the fuck?
Right.
He's never going to get a good-looking girl. This guy, the guy, just because he got money, he's ugly as fuck, he's not going to get it. The hierarchy changes.
It doesn't change.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
But
When the woman got the money, she get to decide who she wants.
I don't think that
and she's
matters
gonna look
anything.
Yeah,
towards,
like if-
okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. Don't bring that up because I see bad bitches with ugly niggas all the time. I don't want to hear none of that. I see women with
she
good
have the
money.
money?
I see women with good money.
I haven't seen
Hold
that.
on.
Now
Did
be
not
honest.
Tyler Perry just drop a movie called Fall from Grace about a woman who had all this money and left it all for
Is that
some
a
dick?
movie?
It happens all the time.
That's my dude.
It happens all the time.
Screen this. Look at the screen, and she said, "That's my dude." I didn't
I'm
see
not
that.
trying to hear none of this. Like
So
I'm not trying to hear none of
Hey,
it.
I have
It
a
doesn't
question.
matter
Wait a
who's at
second.
the top. Like they're gonna pick whoever they want to
Because
pick.
she has to get out of here soon, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
What makes your what is it called? Your artist fans?
OnlyFans.
What makes your OnlyFans out? What is so different about your OnlyFans page? Like what is your
Sell
unique
your
spin on it?
OnlyFans page. Tell them what they can look forward to.
What is
I'm going to be 100% honest.
Okay.
Okay.
The only thing special about my OnlyFans page versus any other woman's OnlyFans page is the fact that it's mine. That's it, 100%.
Yeah.
That's
You're
now
gonna
you should have
see
dropped
me.
the bomb. That's
And
when you use a sound effect.
So when those guys go to the strip club, you can have your business card. Okay, that you know what I'm saying? I got OnlyFans.
No, she does.
Boop.
Listen,
You get
hey,
them-
she doesn't just do that. It was other things that. Did you watch the last? You saw the interview, right?
Yeah, but
She
I'm
did-
yeah.
What was that you said? No. No, when you said that, what did we mention? You said it was something about the toys. I'm not saying. I don't know if you said you sold toys or it was something that.
penetration laws? What are you talking about? We can sell toys at the club. I can use them on other girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
She does other. She doesn't just dance. Like if
Oh,
she
no.
she
Oh
finds,
no, I'm not speaking.
she finds something within to.
You said you're an entertainer, not a dancer. Is what you said.
Fully, yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm also a dancer, like by heart and like in my spirit. But when I'm there, I'm entertaining.
I love it.
Can
Whatever
you
it is.
explain to them the difference between an entertainer and a dancer?
So like dancing, that's something that you feel. That's something. It's like an artistic movement of your body, whether it be on a pole, in like a breakdance studio, wherever the fuck it is. That's totally different. Dancing, and then there's also people who are like, oh, strippers are dancers because that's the polite term. We don't give a fuck. Call us strippers.
So
it doesn't matter.
Between stripping and photography, 2 questions. What's the wildest shit someone's ever asked you to do in a strip club? A. And what's the craziest shit a photographer has ever told you to do on the set?
Okay. All right. We'll start with the strip club. Something else happened since the last time we spoke.
Turn up. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
So at our club, we have 7 different rooms.
Okay.
I've sold the $6,000 room twice. The whole time that I think 3 or 4 years that I've been there now. The second time that I sold it, it was going great. The guy and I met, and it felt very like organic. We were just sitting at the bar, chit-chatting, whatever, having a great time. And then I was like, wow, we actually have pretty good chemistry. This is going to be a really fun and enjoyable room.
Yeah. Because that's rare. That's rare. That's rare.
I mean, a lot of times I feel like I really have to like force myself, and I have to bite my tongue a lot because people will just say some of the most ignorant shit and expect me to be okay with it. And then I am okay with it because that's who they need me to be in that moment. I can have.
Oh, to play a role?
Yeah, it's a lot of role
Get the
play.
fuck. Say my name fucking right now.
No, that's fun. I like doing that. I have
Okay.
slaves. But it's more like just like the casual conversation part.
You told us you had motherfuckers on strings. I mean,
Oh, let her finish the story. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting.
So it's going good. We do the room tours, and he's like, you know what? This room, it's the biggest, it's the best. I want to do that with you. I'm going to treat you right. I was like, okay, cool. So he signed the paperwork. We got our bubbly. We got whipped cream and cherries and stuff. And he...
Yes. Bubbly, she said. Whipped cream and cherries.
So we were doing what I call nipple sundaes, where you put the whipped cream and cherries on my nipples, and then you get to lick it off, because that's technically still legal.
And you got a boyfriend? Okay.
Yeah. There's $6,000 on this room. Carry on, man.
Yeah,
carry on. Carry on.
Whipped cream
and cherries. He's
nipple Sunday.
He's going at it, getting it off of my body, and it's really nice, and I'm enjoying it. And he just goes up my neck, and he stops right here, and he's like biting and nibbling a little bit, and I'm liking it. And then he gets up in my ear, and he says, "Hey, how would you feel if he reaches into his pocket, he pulls out a knife. What if I cut you with this?"
Cut what?
What the fuck?
Me.
Cut what?
He's like went to like drag it across my skin.
Like he's trying to break skin for this shit?
He's trying to make me bleed. He says, "I want to see you bleed."
What the fuck?
I jumped the fuck up. I did not grab my shoes. I still had whipped cream dripping down me. I ran across the club. I got my bouncer. The dude was kicked out.
Hell yeah.
Nuts.
So people, they really come there to live a fantasy.
So he was on some real freaky shit.
It's like a fantasy.
Some Donnie Darko shit.
He's seen some movies.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
what it was.
no shame on him. Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. And I'm glad that he asked for my consent before
You should have got his
tried
name.
for
He's
it.
probably a serial killer.
Maybe. Oh, look.
Them usually them Dexter type motherfuckers right there.
Maybe,
Be into that type of pain and shit like that. Pain
He
exposure.
seemed like romantic about it. So
Yeah.
I was a little scared.
They
I was also like,
romantically slice your
this would be
ass.
hot in another context, you know? Just,
Nah.
That's what he wanted, a movie.
Not a
That's what he thought.
stranger.
He
Going at me with
He
a
wanted to
knife.
scrape the knife
See,
across.
see, what he want to do is, baby, listen, I just want to play doctor real fast. Just do a little incision real
You bet. Hey, it's good you got out that room when you did, because you probably wouldn't have made it out of there.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
Okay.
That's scary.
So that's strip
scary.
club. What's the photographer? What's the craziest shit a photographer has ever asked you to do on set?
Okay. And we're going to be using the word photographer very loosely.
Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Because there is a difference.
Yeah.
Not all these cameramen are photographers.
Yeah.
Let's get that right.
So this is kind of a little in-depth story, and it lapses over into the dancing life. So there's this guy around St. Louis, and he poses as a photographer. And
He poses.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah, what he does is he goes for newbie dancers, baby strippers, whatever, and he tries to get them to do a photo shoot. But it's not him that reaches out. Well, he'll reach out to you, and then if you're not like 100% willing to do the photo shoot right off the bat, or I don't know, maybe even if you are, he has another account that is actually in the name of a dancer that I used to work with. Her name is Baby Doll. She would reach out to you, and she would be like, hey, just so you know, whenever you go to work with him, he really likes it when you do this to his cock and like that to his butt, and like he really wants to lick your feet, whatever. And it just seemed very much so like he was talking to me under the facade that he was this dancer.
And do usually people fall for it?
I have unfortunately seen.
There had to be a couple
least
people fall
5
for it if
girls.
he keeps still asking. Somebody's falling for it.
Well, the thing is, I went to my club manager at the time and I was like, hey, Baby Doll is telling me that this photographer wants me to have sex with him, whatever. Like, have you spoken to Baby Doll recently and do you know this guy? And he was like, Baby Doll's been missing for 7 months and that guy has been banned from our club. I look into it some more. A couple years go by and my boyfriend right now, he's a photographer, and we've had numerous situations where models have come over to do a shoot with him, and they're like, oh, well, we just got dropped off by this guy. We don't actually know what we're here to do. We just know that we need photos for our fan site, whatever. And then those girls will, like, be talking to us, and they're, like, really scared about, like, where they're staying with him. They're scared about their safety. They've given him their social security number.
What?
He's opened up bank accounts in their names. Most recently, there was a dancer that I worked with. Her name was Violet. That was her stage name.
Oh, he a pimp.
Continue about this motherfucker. Continue.
So I saw on Instagram that Violet had done a photo shoot with him, and it wasn't very tasteful. They never really are. And I messaged her, and I said, hey, Violet, like, I don't think you should be working with this guy. If you can, don't work with him again. And she just messaged, like, oh, I'm fine, haha. And, like, that it just wasn't in her, like, way of texting, you can tell. And
It wasn't her way of texting?
like, you know how some people have, like,
You know, you can feel if it's their voice. Like,
Yeah.
someone texts you,
Yeah.
you can tell if it's them or not.
caps in
Damn.
different
So
places.
carry on where this lead to.
So I hadn't seen Violet at work ever since I messaged her. And I had other girls that I worked with see if they could get in contact with her. There were some girls that were close to her and her family. And a few weeks went by and they're like, hey, Violet's family says that she's been missing. Her husband and son haven't seen her. And the last thing on her social media was, hey guys, I'm going to Chicago to meet my fans. Can't wait. See you all there. This girl had 133 followers on Instagram.
What?
And you're telling me she went to Chicago to see her fans? She has been missing ever since.
He
Oh,
killed
so
her.
wait.
I don't know. Sold her into sex trafficking? I
Sex-
don't know.
probably sex
It's
trafficking.
alleged,
Probably
sir.
sex
It's
trafficking.
alleged.
I'm not saying it's
We don't know the guy's name.
Hey,
Ain't no
hey,
hey.
alleged,
She
sir.
never mentioned his name.
This is alleged, sir.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck
This
that.
is
He's
alleged.
sex trafficking
Allegedly.
motherfuckers.
Alleged.
He's kidnapping motherfuckers.
I have no
She
proof
never
of this,
men-
but we are gonna dig
She didn't
into
say
this.
his
I'm
name.
glad
What
you
do
brought
you
this
keep
up.
saying that for? Alleged. Fuck that shit. She didn't say the guy's name. She
Yeah.
never mentioned him once.
It's still crazy.
Yeah.
And he's not coming.
He's
from
sex trafficking people. That's
No,
what he's
no, you're
doing.
fine.
Is he still around here?
it. Yeah.
He-
Yeah, now he's got a group of girls. You can find him on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not going to say
pimping.
any of his
Yeah,
information.
he
But he has a poly family of women, and the women cycle in and out. And
Yeah,
it
he's
just
sex
makes you
trafficking.
wonder.
So he's
they're all
got
young girls.
he's got polyamorous relationships then. He's
Which
got
is
polygamous
Yeah.
ties, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like Des
They're
said, he
selling
a
him.
pimp.
Yeah, he's pimping.
He pimping.
I mean,
He's
it's deep in
trafficking.
the rap right now.
That's
We
what he's
talking about-
doing.
we
And
talking about-
he's-
He ain't
his-
even probably.
All right.
Photo shoot stuff is recruitment. That's all that is. Recruiting you over, see where her head at.
Yeah.
See,
Yep.
see if she willing, and then have
Have
that
you
girl
thinking
reach
you
out.
finna come in there and get a nice photo shoot? I'm
Yeah.
finna do this.
See
with-
where her head.
So
at.
he's sending hoes to job court, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and she's smart. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Rap with her.
So I just got
dude's
one
sick.
last thing to say before I
Go
go, because
ahead.
I do got to leave soon.
Nah, get off your chest.
And this is just all women out there who are like planning on doing photo shoots or looking to become a model, whatever. If you're going to be doing it freelancing, always be sure that the photographer that you are going to shoot with is either has like a background portfolio that you can check. Make sure that you are allowed to bring an escort or somebody. It doesn't matter. Just never say that you're bringing your boyfriend. Never say that. It's not professional if it is a real photographer. Just say that you're bringing somebody. And if they say that that's not okay, don't do it. Always bring some sort of protection. I never travel anywhere without this and some pepper spray. Always, 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 always
Poke
stay
the
safe.
shit out of one of y'all ass.
For real.
Well,
Just be safe. Just look out for yourself because any big opportunity
Hey,
is
that
probably
sex
something in
trafficking stuff
disguise.
is real too,
It's
man.
very real. It's not a joke.
They're kidnapping women.
Yeah.
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 Well, we'll definitely appreciate you coming through.
No, we appreciate you sharing that story.
Well, not only that, but I appreciate you opening up, not just
Yeah.
about your dancing, the entertain, but like just giving us a piece of insight of who you are and like what you go through and what makes you you.
Thank you.
And,
Are you selling
These
anything
women don't
like
know about this
t-shirts or
underworld.
Anything you're marketing or
That would be cool
that
to
we
sell
can promote
t-shirts.
or anything? Are you selling something?
I'll I'll work on it. I don't
Okay.
know.
Next time you come up here, have something.
Yeah,
Something.
okay.
Yeah, she'll
I'll
be
do
back.
that.
Because we got to support you.
Just put some lighters out. Do something.
Okay, all right, I'll do something.
All right, well, guys, tell them where they can find you on your stuff.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, MIKKY_MONET. If that's not right, you guys can fix it.
And your fan page?
My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/MIKKYMONET.
Pay up.
Yeah.
It's
Pay
worth it.
$10.
Pay it up.
All right, guys, and we're out.
Bye.
Oh.